Alright, let's get started then. No worries, Ada. It's not your man, so I don't blame you. The three of us stop in our tracks, and I turn towards Rafayel. Huh? When did you write a bucket list? Bewildered, Rafayel slowly faces Aiden in the same way I turned towards him.
When did I write a bucket list?
That's what I asked.
I was just curious.
He pulls his hand out of his pocket and begins counting on his fingers.
My grandfather wrote a bucket list. The sculptor and Aunt Coralia also had things they wanted to do before they passed away.
The sculptor is a Lemurian. Okay, I mean, I guess I can be less... Okay, I guess. Whatever. He raises his hand and shows 3 fingers to Rafayel.
I was wondering if you might have similar thoughts, but I don't think the sea god can really die.
Listening to these far-fetched speculations, Raphael's confusion gradually disappears. He crouches down to Aiden's eye level and raises the boy's 4th finger.
If I had a bucket list, it'd be to bring the Lemurians back to Whalefall City.
Raffy.
That doesn't count because it's the sea god's wish, and it's boring.
Oh. Oh, Aiden, you're so cute.
I want to know your wish.
Raphael softly chuckles as he stands. His hand gently touches Aiden's head.
If the old butler finds out I've told you inappropriate things again, will you accept being scolded in my place?
Raffy, please. Raffy.
I've grown up. I can hear things children aren't supposed to know.
Okay.
Really? You're only a little taller than my waist.
No, that was cute.
It still counts.
It does. You are correct, Aiden. Yes, it does. You're getting very tall. Again. Aiden stands on his tippy toes and pushes Raphael's hand up. He's trying to make himself appear taller. Raphael pushes him back down, but I can't catch a glimpse of something hidden behind his smile. The wish he doesn't want to say. Is it revenge?
You be the judge. Have I grown up or not?
Yes, you have. I snap back into reality. Then I walk over and pat Aiden's head. I'm gonna say he's grown up. I'm gonna vouch for him. I love Big Bad Bro. He's so good with kids. You're definitely taller. But if Raphael keeps pressing you down by the on your head like that, you might stop growing.
Ah, no! I still need to get taller!
Aiden runs away with his hands over his head. He's afraid of taking another decisive strike from these mean adults. At the bottom of the slope lies the sparkling sea. Raphael and I stand together and watch Aiden's shadow as he moves. A kid who's quick on his feet can escape heavy topics. But adults can no longer do such things. MC. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to not have you be too real fourth wall breaky right now, please?
Thanks for the save. It was pretty effective.
I wish I could say save NPC lines too. I'd have so many Isaiah and Jeremiah ones, I'm not even joking. Raphael stretches his stiff body and lets out a languid yawn. You've hidden things from him twice today. A child's unsatisfied curiosity can be difficult to deal with. When Aiden grows up, you'll have to answer all of his questions. And you can't forget the accumulated interest.
Excuse me? That's a thing?
It's compensation for giving him childhood trauma.
You know, I feel like you're the one who did that. Just saying.
You do. No, You don't. Raphael. Rafi. No. I hold out my hand to him. I only did that to bail you out. You also owe me. Raphael dutifully takes my hand and presses his palm against mine.
Here you go. I'm at your service.
Oh, thanks, Rafi. Oh, that was cute. Wait. I'm saving that one.
Is that part of the sea gonna be reopened?
I know. Listen, I'm doing my best.
I already waxed my surfboard 3 times. I might as well put it in storage at this point.
Simone, is that you?
All those tourists who wanted surfing lessons canceled their appointments. I need to cut back.
Oops, sorry, dude. Still grumbling, the surfers walk away. Raphael pauses and watches the retreating figures. Ever's already affecting the lives of the ordinary people on Whitechafer Island.
They don't care about Lemurians, let alone ordinary people. This works out for me, though. It saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one.
I gaze at his profile in the sunlight. His expression is anything but bright.
Why are you looking at me like that? You already figured out my plans.
Aside from finding a way to enter Whalefall City, you're planning to do something about those Gaia bioresearch or biotech people, right? Whenever you have that look, I know you're going to give me a heart attack.
Do I always scare you? I see I've been ungentlemanly. I'll definitely take the time to reflect. Whalefall City's emergence has caused quite a stir within Ever. It's gonna attract a lot of people who want a piece of it. Those who entered Whalefall Acropolis back then made enormous profits and got a taste of the rewards. They definitely won't miss this opportunity.
This little gesture that Raphael does is probably one of my favorites. Like, honestly.
I'm just acting as a catalyst and helping this predictable cycle of cause and effect reach its conclusion faster.
Revenge is a goal Raphael has never wavered from. It's seemingly the backbone of his very existence. But revenge must eventually end. I've never really thought about this question. Once everything is over, what will Raphael do? If his revenge ends with this, then that's good. Yet, ending this conflict and recovering Whalefall City seems like the perfect opportunity to lead the Lemurians back to their royal capital. This gesture does things to this. I'm sure you're not going to do anything rash, right, Raphael? The boys never do anything rash, lady. What do you mean? Will Raphael and the other Lemurians leave? My tangled thoughts are a jumbled mess, and my pace unconsciously slows. I start to fall behind Raphael.
Why the long face?
You're gonna leave me and go back to Whalefall City, and then I'm gonna be all alone without my fishy. I don't know when he turned around, but now he's looking into my eyes. See, what? No, we're not asking I'll lose my job. Oh, well, I guess she's maybe referring to the bodyguard thing, but I don't. I'm not his bodyguard anymore. I'm his girlfriend. I'm wondering if you and the other Lemurians I know will return to the ocean's depths. All of you swim incredibly fast. So coming along shore for a visit shouldn't be too difficult. But it still feels a little...
What if I can never return to the surface again?
That's... No, Rafi. Countless words spin at the tip of my tongue, and they compete to represent my feelings. However, none of them are adequate enough. I open my mouth, but no sound comes out. Only a single, simple thought echoes through my mind. I can't bear to lose you.
You're thinking further ahead than me, cutie. Some of my people that ever took are still missing. How can I leave?
No. It's... No, we're leaving the hunters and diving into the ocean with him. I look up to see his gentle smile that's like the sun. I sense an urgent need for a more definitive answer. Then, can I work as your bodyguard until the end of the world?
Who knows how long Earth will last? Let's extend it a bit more. Like, until the universe dies.
Okay. No one knows when the universe began or when it'll end. Since our lives will never be as long as the universe is, that's basically forever.
Until this endless journey reaches a conclusion, I won't leave this place.
From where he stands, the wind carries a refreshing scent towards me. The sea breeze is gentle. Surprisingly, it can carry away my worries. As our conversation between adults ends, Aiden happens to run up the slope. His footsteps are unusually frantic.
There are people at the port!
Oh no, what's wrong, Aiden? He retreats behind us, his shoulders trembling violently. I crouch down to pat his back. Take your time. Who are the people who just arrived?
They're wearing the same clothes as the Gaio biotech researchers who sealed off the...
Raphael's phone rings. As he answers the call, I can faintly hear the old butler's voice.
Ever has sent a new team of support personnel. They're already in Verona.
Oh, Lord.
Understood.
Raphael lowers his phone, and the smile on his face vanishes. Oh no, Fishy is angry.
This deadly temptation really is irresistible. Someone couldn't wait any longer.
Oh no, it's Angry Raph now. Oh, we love Angry Raph. That's not good. And there are so many. It's like a whole island of just Lemurians, it seems like. We need to destroy Gaia for good this time. I agree. A wave letter echo. Did she make it back to Whalefall City? I can't help but feel greedy. I wouldn't stop or beg him to stay, but I couldn't let go without it tearing me apart, honestly. He's so cute, he is. A large research vessel is near the port. Due to the insufficient water depths at the harbor, the ship cannot dock at the shore. The Gaia Biotech personnel are methodically coming ashore via assault boats. They arrive on land one after another. I sit with Rafayel at an open-air cafe by the coast. We quietly monitor the movements of the new team.
They're moving.
Okay. There is oh no, she's angry. And oh no, she's angry. Two types of fishy angie. I follow Rafayel out of the cafe, and we quickly tail the group. Do you know where they're headed?
Central Square.
The Gaia Biotech team, as if following a voice navigation system, turns the street corner and takes the road leading to Central Square. Can you do fortune telling too? Your accuracy is impressive.
If you put yourself in their shoes, it's easy to guess where they're going. Criminals like to repeatedly visit the crime scenes, and people who have succeeded once want to replicate their success. Central Square was modeled after the plaza in Whalefall Acropolis. They'll definitely reminisce about their glory days.
Oh. Raphael's prediction comes true. The Gaia Biotech team doesn't take any detours and heads to Central Square. Performers specializing in folk music play an unfamiliar song. The Gaia Biotech researchers stop in front of the band and join the other spectators in watching the show.
Fish infected by parasites usually don't look any different from the rest of the school. But when predators appear, parasitized fish are oblivious to the danger and will take risks. Meanwhile, the uninfected fish flee.
No one invited them on. They didn't, no.
In that moment, they believe they can defeat their predators. Let's see who's lucky enough to have the privilege of entering Whalefall City.
As the melodious music reaches its finale, Raphael signals for me to stay put. Then he quickly moves behind a statue across the square and partially reveals himself. One of the band members makes eye contact with Raphael. With the crowd separating them, Raphael nods, and the musician frowns before leaving. The next song begins. The audience pays little to no attention to the unremarkable band member who left midway through the performance. Except for the three Gaia Biotech researchers. Directly behind them, I can see the three silently exchanging signals with their eyes. Then they break away and head towards Raphael's position. The fish are fishing? Interesting. Up ahead, Raphael and the band members flicker in and out of view. They're about to disappear outside the square. This is so neat. When the three researchers quicken their pace, I silently speed up to follow them. That was so cool. At the base of the courtyard wall adorned with seashells, the three Gaia Biotech researchers are furtively listening for any sounds on the other side. Their faces contort with shifty, rat-like expressions. It's time to go fishing, boys. I love when Raphael does his cloak and dagger stuff. Shortly after, they leave the alley with those same expressions. They pass under the second floor building where I'm hiding.
No doubt about it.
He's so hot, honestly.
Just as they're about to enter, we should also.
We're lucky to get what we want without any effort.
No. You're gonna rethink that because my boyfriend's about ready to assassinate your ass. They make no attempt to hide their greed, and a disgusting chill runs down my spine. Then I sense someone looking at me. I raise my head. Raphael is waving at me from the base of a nearby courtyard wall. I quietly climb down and dart to his side.
I knew you couldn't stay out of it. Now you're an observer watching the observers.
I mean, what did you expect? That's your mistake, Mr. Gaia Researcher. They were acting suspicious. My professional intuition was triggered the moment I saw them. I overheard their conversation. They're trying to enter Whalefall City.
I'm not surprised. They know I'm special, and they have speculations about my connection to Lemurians. But that's not enough to confirm anything. I let out some information about us knowing how to enter Whalefall City. I also included a tidbit about its treasures and its power surpassing Whalefall Acropolis. Only those who are involved in destroying Whalefall Acropolis would understand what I'm referring to.
It's so hot that he's so conniving. He observes the alley where the group has disappeared into, his cold gaze revealing unwavering determination.
When it was destroyed,
Memories stir, and his voice trails off. After being lost in thought for a moment, his gaze refocuses.
I escaped by sheer chance, but I never saw the invader's face. For years, I hunted for clues. It was the only choice I had, and in time, I fished them out one by one.
He stays masterminding shit.
They were particularly well hidden. If Whalefall City's allure wasn't so powerful, we wouldn't have been able to force them to surface.
The trap had been set, and they hadn't even noticed the real danger yet. They've been parasitized by their own greed.
All we need to do now is wait a little longer.
Oh, this is a pretty background. As soon as we return to the guest house and walk through the lobby, Raphael and I hear hushed whispers from the courtyard. When we open the door, we see numerous Lemurians have gathered. They talk in small clusters. Aiden is among them. When he sees us, he walks over.
Miss, Raphael, did you hear the echo?
Regretfully, I shake my head, and the sparkle in Aiden's eyes dims.
You haven't. Then Aunt Coralia didn't go back to Whalefall City.
How long has it been since the predicted time?
1 hour.
Oh. To Wonder and Wander? Oh, is that when it's from? Okay.
It's too long.
I exchange a glance with Raphael. We're thinking the same thing. The Sea Moon Ceremony's echo most likely won't appear. All I can think about is The whispers gradually fade as everyone reads the answer on Raphael's face. Quite a few people, like Aiden, have been eagerly waiting for this. They're all looking at Raphael as if they placed their hopes on him. I can't bear to look at the disappointed expressions. In the agonizing silence, I moved to Raphael's side and tenderly brushed the back of my hand against his. Do you want to go for a walk on the beach?
No?
Well, I was wondering if the echo is really quiet. We can't hear it from here, right? Why don't we go to the beach and wait a little longer? As I offer this flimsy excuse, the tension in Raphael's shoulders and neck eases.
Okay, let's do that.
That was so sweet, MC. Oh my gosh. MC. That was so cute. Tonight's moonlight is bright. Clouds cover the moon, which leaves the seaside shrouded in darkness. Oh, this is pretty. I step into the seawater, and I am surprised to discover that it's glowing with a luminescent blue light where I disturbed it. I crouch down and place my hand in the water. Blue light radiates, which creates a dreamy scene from a fairy tale. Raphael, I think I've become a magician.
There are sea fireflies in the water. When disturbed, they emit light. By the way, you're scaring them, cutie. They might die from shock.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. What? I quickly pull my hand out, and Raphael crouches. Smiling, he grasps my wrist and guides it back.
Just kidding. They're not that
Nope, stop, right there. There's a laugh in there.
This is a normal bioluminescent phenomenon in certain oceans.
I love bioluminescent water algae. I knew that. Holding Raphael's hand, I draw an arc through the seawater. A beautiful sapphire line of light trails behind. God, adorable. The fluorescence shines on our blurry reflections. The waves crash and tear us apart before quickly mending us back together.
There are many transparent creatures in the ocean that don't emit light. They live in the deep sea and play a part in the ocean's ecosystem. Sunlight can't reach them. When I was young, I used flames to play with them. Their transparent bodies would take on the colors that were created when firelight and seawater merged.
Is it like your painting from Raymond's collection?
They're more ethereal. But why did you think of that painting?
Aunt Corellia reminded me of what you said about the Lemurians needing to return to the sea after death. Then at Raymond's house. She died a long time ago. If we find a way back to Whalefall City, would her soul return there?
For Whalefall City, time has never been an issue.
The restless waves in my heart settle. Words are interspersed in the moments between the rise and fall of the waves. They become silent again. I reach into the sea with both hands. So cute. Sea fireflies, please carry our wishes to the depths of the sea, and let those who have passed away send their echoes. I beg you. I open my eyes to find Raphael looking at me. His eyes reflect those blue specks of bioluminescence. What? When people feel hopeless, they're capable of doing anything. I'd even go so far as to make a wish to the sea god.
I was thinking about how sea fireflies would carry our wishes when they can't speak.
MC is so cute. You're ruining the magic. I grab his hand and dip it into the seawater. Oh, great sea god. Can't you communicate with sea creatures? Try it. Ask the sea fireflies to deliver our message.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Thank you for appeasing me. Raphael closes his eyes.
Sea fireflies, if they reach Whale Fall City, please have them send a message back. This is like an urgent express delivery. Thanks.
The luminescent specks, blue specks, flutter and pulse in the waves as if they're actually understanding what we said. The waves suddenly surge and the sky seems to grow dark. The moon continues to rise while time flows past us. For some reason, the sound of waves stops. No echoes return.
The tide is rising. It's not safe to stay at the shore. Let's head back.
But... Raphael reaches out and smooths my hair that the wind tousled.
Not every spell works in fairy tales. Miracles always wait until the end of the story. We knew this would happen.
I'm so sad for it happening, though. So, this E-Moon ceremony bringing Lemurians back to Whalefall City is just a legend.
When I was a kid, I once heard a bedtime story about the first Lemurian sea god. According to the legend, the sea god disappeared into a golden sea for the sake of Whalefall City.
Oh no. Please, Raph. Oh no.
The sea god's lover searched the world, but when she finally found him, he had already entered an eternal slumber. Her tears of blood fell onto the ring that symbolized their covenant, their bond. Then golden waves surged across the sea. A conch-shaped vessel rose from the ocean's depths and drifted toward them. That night, moonlight guided their way. The vessel carried the sleeping sea god and his lover back to Whalefall City.
I think Raphael suspected the whole time, but he didn't want to crush the... I know.
The funeral of the first sea god is the origin of the Sea Moon ceremony.
Raphael's gaze lands on a distant silver wave where several seabirds gracefully fly past. The tides ebb and flow. Maybe the first sea god once heard the same waves we're hearing today.
Yeah,
All right,
so
buddy.
maybe these legends really did happen.
What do you mean?
While searching for the mastermind behind the invasion and looting of Whalefall Acropolis, I saw that ring.
Uh-huh.
We lived in the Acropolis of the royal capital, hiding countless treasures unknown even to the Lemurians. That modest-looking ring, however, went unnoticed and soon vanished in the flow of gold and trade.
Now it's time to return it to its rightful owner.
The person who took it knows it's one of Lemuria's most precious treasures now. He'll only exchange it for something more valuable.
A meaningful look slowly appears on his face.
Of course, this never should have been a deal in the first place. So, I have an idea. Are you willing to?
Yes, anything. I will absolutely do whatever you want. If it makes you happy, I will do it. Yes. I have no desire to ask him about his idea. Deep down, I might have already been looking forward to causing a bit of trouble with him. The rising tide catches up to us. Raphael takes my hand and helps me stand. We trudge towards the shore. Lol. The tide is like a melody I can't bear to leave behind. I tug his hand and pull him back. You don't even have to finish the sentence. Yes, of course. Gladly. Yes, let's be bad together. I still want to wait for the echo. I don't want to give up until the very last moment.
Okay.
Oh, wait. These are good Raffi lines. Anything and everything. Yes, 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 yes. Be your follower? We sit down on the seawall. Raphael positions himself on the windward side to shield me from the cold. Until the sea's bioluminescent glow fades and the first hint of dawn appears on the horizon. On the beach, the only echoes I hear are from the waves perpetually lapping against the shore. No, Raffi. Raffi's whisper was so good, though. All right. Let's be bad together. Let's cause issues. Let's go. Oh, this is a really neat. I haven't seen this one with the window closed. Inside the room, the curtains are tightly drawn to prevent the faintest traces of sunlight and sound from penetrating the stagnant air. Goddamn phone. Who's calling me at this time? The time spent waiting stretches, seemingly pulled taut by invisible, intangible radio waves. They tug at the nerves of whoever might be on the other end. Before the third ring is about to end, he answers the call.
Mr. Sutherland.
Our talented artist
Ooh.
has kept me waiting.
It's Neskai.
I brought you what you wanted, Raphael. So when will you uphold your end of the deal?
Of course. I have her with me right now. However, what you've brought is only enough for me to deliver her. Whether or not you can subdue her depends on your skills.
He's like, good luck with this one. She's feisty.
Don't worry. I'm eager to end this quickly. But Wave Chaser Island hasn't been peaceful lately, right?
Quiet man.
It's just a storm that won't create real waves. If you're scared, you don't have to visit the island.
Very well. My greatest virtue is that I never pretend to be brave. I'll humbly await your presence at Verona's breakwater at 4 p.m.
The call ends, and the phone nimbly twirls between Raphael's fingers. He pauses to capture the image of a glistening glass by the window. Okay, for his play, I support this. I take a big gulp of my ice mint lemonade, ooh, before opening the curtains. Swoosh. Blinding sunlight floods the room. I didn't dare drink anything while you were talking. You two spoke for so long that the ice almost melted.
Please. I'm here performing a scene with conspiracy and betrayal, only to see you basking in the sun. With a cold drink, I might add. How am I supposed to stay in character?
Easy, that's why it was pulled tight and closed so that you couldn't see me, Raphael. The glass finds its way to his hands, and the liquid is gone within seconds. Hey, that's my drink! You stole my drink, Raphael!
That guy dares to steal business from Ever for his own benefit. You can imagine how alert he must be.
Oh. So when he asked you about me, it must have been for...
The ether core.
I love how playful they are. I know we do. He's a coward, but he has quite the appetite. Perched on the small table next to him, I watch Raphael drink water. I cross my arms and narrow my eyes. Quit stealing my drinks, Rafi! Be honest with me. Was I part of your deal with him since the beginning?
No. It's more like taking advantage of what was available. What can I do when the most precious treasure I have is...
Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop, Raphael. Just stop it. Stop. I can't even form a sentence because it's just so me. Raphael sits down his glass and turns it on the table. He watches it refract radiant light.
So you're well aware. I'll give you credit for guessing correctly.
Thanks. At least I don't need to act as someone else. On your home turf, I'm sure Mr. Sutherland won't be too particular about it. Raphael rests his chin on his hand and tilts his face towards me, idly brushing the fingertip over the droplet beating along the glass. I can't believe we got this in main story, honestly.
Two big shots like us putting on a special performance for him. It's only fair that he pays up. Since he's afraid of being watched by Gaia Biotech and doesn't dare to visit the island, I can probably guess the location he chose for the deal. On Verona's southern breakwater, there's a center with a small brain computer interface. After they started researching protocores, Ever abandoned the project. It's hard to say if that's a good or bad thing.
Why is this place special?
There's not a soul in sight for 3 kilometers, which is perfect for double-crossing people.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, that makes sense, yeah. The ice cubes in my glass lose their balance and clink as they fall. Raphael and I exchange a glance and grin like a pair of conspiring villains. I love this. This is so cute. They've been getting more datey and main story. Didn't Zane and MC kiss in Death and Rebirth? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've gone through Death and Rebirth. The helicopter lands behind a breakwater on a desolate stretch of Verona's coastline. Raphael leaps onto the ground while carrying me. go of me!
Struggle anymore and I'll drop you.
Okay, but also, Rafi, I have some ideas.
There are man-eating fish waiting for you. Not even your bones will remain once their stomachs are full. Wait a bit. Then use your resonance evil to check and see if he has anything with abnormal energy. That'll be our target.
Raphael. Rafi. Rafi, you are really hot right now. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to stay in character, but oh my god. Okay. My face is covered and I can't see anything clearly. Supporting my arm, Raphael guides me. A kidnapper being this gentle. Won't someone see right through our act? Raphael, be rougher. Don't blow our cover when we've barely started.
Relax a bit and follow my lead. You won't get hurt.
After our whisper ends, Raphael presses his hand against my back and shoves me forward forcefully. Rafi is locked in. I'm not complaining about this development. Supporting my defensive reflex, I stumble several steps and go with the momentum. To onlookers, I appear to be a victim who almost falls. Fortunately, the path isn't very long. I soon hear the sound of heavy iron doors opening ahead of us. The elevator descends, and it takes us deeper underground. Sutherland has already arrived. His guards lead us to one of the floors, and Raphael pushes me out of the elevator. Our guide probably believes there won't be any serious issues now. Finally removes the cover from my head. I exchange a glance with Raphael before discreetly surveying our surroundings. I note the positions of several guards without showing any reaction.
Both of you need to wait here.
Hey, wait. Don't I know that guy? No, you're not the same guy. Because that guy got obliterated by Silas. Many wanderers are hiding here. In the corner of the reception room, several malformed figures remain motionless. It's as if they're objects. But their energy fluctuations keep me on edge. I find an opportunity to subtly signal Raphael to keep his distance.
They even lined up to welcome us. They're so polite.
Don't move. These things only obey their leader's commands. If you provoke them, I won't be able to save you.
From this angle, I can't see Raphael's expression, but the hand gripping my arm gives a gentle squeeze to silently reassure me.
Then why do we have to wait here? And how long do we have to wait?
Yeah, you tell him, Raphael.
The equipment's still being prepared. It'll take at least another hour.
Equipment?
This wasn't part of the deal.
The boss said the higher-ups require a protocore verification.
Banquet of Blaze. Was my turn? Yeah. My arms are tapped, or my arm is tapped. It's a secret signal Raphael and I established beforehand.
If anything unexpected happens, run.
Okay. I have to leave you behind?
Can you really do that, though?
No.
Just run. I'll catch you and bring you back. If we show the exchange is unstable, we can demand to speed up the process.
Rafi, I would never leave you behind. As we discussed before, resistance will make it look more convincing. I spin around abruptly, using the momentum to break free from Rafayel. I pull out my gun they failed to find during the pat-down. Just as the guard reacts, I run while Rafayel provides cover. I take the guard down and immediately take a break for it. Or immediately break for it.
Squad number 2, take her!
Your men are too clumsy. Since they're bound to damage valuable cargo, let's not risk it.
Yeah.
I'll handle
an
this.
Escape attempt is smart, it is. I sprint back along the path I took and hide in a place where the corridor splits. From the darkness, the sound of unhurried footsteps approach. He's here. Yes. Ravi!
Don't come any closer.
Shush. Bear with it, okay?
Okay. Yeah, anything for you, Rafi. Of course. Why am I always in handcuffs?
I'm here. No greeting.
You kept your word.
Oh, he's got a wanderer
I'm
behind
certain
him.
our cooperation will be pleasant this time as well.
Rushing. Forcibly seizing power that's beyond your
That's rough,
capability
Daddy.
won't make you stronger. You'll only burn yourself in the end.
Get him, Raph.
Are you sure you can handle this power?
Rest assured, I have no intention of claiming the protocore.
Good. So what about the thing I want?
I have it. However,
I
need to verify the ether core.
I like that they're showing Mr.
Of
Sutherland.
course. But unfortunately, the ether core's power is difficult to control.
Hello?
You need trust and permission. If that doesn't work, you need to use some outside assistance.
Okay, but...
You see, the threat of fear and death is the best method for awakening potential. It's simple.
Hang on. I have to... My brain has to collect itself for a second. Please, Raph, do this more. I'm... How do I pick these extra back up? Listen, it's just you. Listen, I did say you were like Rafayel, Imarashi, so look. Don't threaten me with a good time. Just so good.
That's the signal.
Yeah, take that.
The ring.
Yeah, go grab him. Go get him, girly. Yes. Hello? He used the gun. Wait. Oh my god.
Why are you in a rush? Since we have a deal, we can't let our performance be for nothing. The thing you brought. I'll take it. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Behind you.
Oh my god, it's even better than I expected.
The rest is yours.
God, this man is so hot.
There was no applause, but the audience was thrilled.
That was so short. I'm so mad at how short that was. That was... Oh my god. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. It was everything I'd hoped for. It was everything and more that I'd hoped for, actually. He used the gun! Oh my god, I can't function. I can't. We'll rewatch it after we get through the rest of the story, but oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. We'll take a little bit of a detour. We'll take a detour. I'll allow this detour because so many people are requesting it. We'll rewatch it. It's so good. It's such a good Kindle. Oh my god. It's such a good Kindle. Infold. We need more Kindled moments, please. Like this. Alright, are we ready to go forward? Our man knows how to make an exit. Wish I were that coin. Same though, honestly. That's my man. If only I know. That one felt so short. I was so into it. It just feels so short. They need to make them longer now. The next step for Infold is to make them more frequent and longer. Also, I love hearing MC's voice. I love hearing my girl's voice so much. Also, hello, Dirty. The hand animation on the coin was really good. Yeah. They did a really good job. We leap from the break water and land on the yacht we prepared in advance. White waves surge around our vessel as we leave the harbor. Raphael sits at the bow and slowly spins the ring on his fingertip.
You're holding out your hand. What are you trying to imply?
My performance fee?
I'll pay once we've returned to Wave Chaser Island.
It was intense workout. I deserve a large payment, don't you think?
You're the leading actress. It's your call.
Oops. I look at the ring on his hand. The sea breeze sweeps across the bow, and his clothes flutter like a swaying tail fin. An unusual scent permeates the air. Raphael and I turn at the same time to see dark clouds intruding. There's a storm approaching Verona's waters. The small yacht races at full speed. It carves a gash with curling white edges across the dark seawater. After a large wave passes, I grip the control panel to steady myself as Raphael adjusts our course. We're trying to stay away from the eye of the storm. Rain pounds against the cabin windows. and rainwater quickly accumulates. The windshield wipers can't clear it away fast enough. Raphael, is this a small storm for you?
Of course. These waves couldn't even dislodge a starfish from the bottom of a reef. If you're really worried, don't look down.
Oh. His reminder has the opposite effect. I glance outside.
For creatures who didn't grow up here, the sea is terrifying
Oh
during
my
a storm.
god. Raphael. Raphael.
The murky waters
Oh
become
my
impossibly
god.
deep,
Stop.
and the churning waves seem to herald
Stop.
the arrival of a massive creature that's about to emerge from the bottom of the ocean.
It's going to swallow? What happens after it appears? Will it swallow us in one go? I press my fingers together to mimic a gun. You better convince it to reconsider. I don't mind adding a few holes to its body.
The weak who smell of blood are like unclaimed cake, and the strong who smell of blood make others keep their distance. Our scent is probably gonna deter the somewhat blind gluttons.
Oh, okay. He is. Him and Xavier with their silly, scary stories. I love it so much. I think it's so cute.
Found it.
Nice job. A beam of light pierces through the gale and heavy rain. It illuminates the dark sea. It's a lighthouse. We should be able to dock there.
An offshore lighthouse that's built on a small reef. It's only big enough for the structure to stand on.
Oh.
It'll be enough to serve as our temporary shelter, though.
Oh no. You mean I'm stuck in a store with Raphael, the artist? Oh no. I bet there's only one bed. And I bet the bed is really small. Oh. Waves crash down like giant hands, but our yacht breaks through the wall of water. We head to the distant lighthouse that's immovable like a mountain. The only... Oh no. Here we are in the lighthouse. Alone, we're stuck during a storm. They strategically want to scare us, so we cling to them. It's true. The lighthouse keeper is seemingly accustomed to visitors who get soaked in the rain. Like us, she guides us up to the structure so we can rest. Despite it still being daytime, the world outside already resembles the time between dusk and night. Thank you. We'll sit here for a bit and won't take up any more of your time. The silent lighthouse keeper nods. She quietly prepares a pot of hot water and some compressed dried snacks for us before returning to her post. This is perfect. I was a little hungry, and we met a nice person. Every single laugh that's savable. What's so funny? You're smiling kind of weird.
Take a closer look at the food you got, cutie.
Oh no, I don't want to. I just want to eat it and pretend it doesn't have any ingredients in it. The opaque craft paper packaging looks simple and clean. I figure it probably contains biscuits, jerky, or other non-perishable foods that's suitable for storage. I'm so glad we can see that too. As soon as I break the seal, an intense oceanic smell hits me. It's so fishy that my face contorts. What is this? Blessed be Infold for allowing these to exist. Thanks, Infold. You have my sincerest gratitude.
I could smell it 800 meters away. Do you want to guess what kind of person would dare to guard this isolated lighthouse alone? It's basically in the heart of the ocean.
It's another Lemurian. They're like scattered everywhere. It's cute. She's also a Lemurian? Why didn't you say hello to her?
Not every Lemurian is as outgoing and friendly as me, you know. She probably never expected anyone to brave the elements to visit her, even when she hid herself away from everything.
No wonder she seemed to relax when we let her go about her business. It's so nice that they gave us these cute moments. I agree. I agree. Raphael quietly laughs again as he places several pieces of unrecognizable dried fish into a titanium cup and pours hot water over them.
Don't give me that look. It's just been cured with seawater. It'll become delicious after you let it soak for a bit. Be patient.
Doubt, but okay. Amid the rising steam, the air seems to grow humid and salty. I wrinkle my nose as I notice the scent of melting fat and wax. Raphael, do you smell that?
She's lighting the lamp.
The ocean, the one in the lighthouse?
In Lemuria, we have structures similar to lighthouses. They're called whale ash gardens. When the oceans were still uncharted, traveling Lemurians would build simple waypoints in places where whales died. The whale ash serves as an underwater lighthouse. It offers shelter to those who have temporarily lost their way and allows them to regain their bearings.
This is so cute, X'd it out.
Traveling with whale ash lamps was once a popular tradition in Lemuria, but hardly anyone remembers it now.
Then she must have lived for a very long time. Lighting the whale ash lamp serves as a reminder to not lose sight of your destination. And more importantly, it ensures you never forget your starting point. Is she thinking about Whalefall Acropolis? Oh, is she thinking about Whalefall Acropolis she can never return to? Or the long-lost Whalefall City? The cooled water touches the wooden floor and quickly seeps through the cracks. Then the cup is refilled. The taste becomes fresher. But the salty bitterness spreads from my chest to my throat only intensifies. Once the storm passes, we'll have to return to Wave Chaser Island to perform another sea moon ceremony. If we succeed, where will Raphael go once everything is over? Raphael, you said you won't remain in Whalefall City because it's one part of your journey. It's not your final destination. I think it's good that you'll succeed in your revenge. Your life afterwards might be more carefree. I pause before trying to sound like I'm making a joke. maybe you can fully devote yourself to painting. Go beyond your limits and take your artistic accomplishments to the next level. But then... assuming that's the case, do you have a reason to stay in Lincoln City? Staring at him, I grip the edge of the craft paper package. I'm unwilling to hear another evasive answer from his lips. Atta girl. Stick to your guns, MC. Do it. What I want to ask, it's not about staying here or staying in Lincoln City. Rather, on an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless normal day. Like an actual meaningless day. When I want to see you, will you still be by my side?
It's hard to say. According to your vision, I'll surpass my limits and ascend to the next level. Doesn't that mean I'm devoting myself to art and only art?
Oh my god, Raphael.
I guess a talented artist doesn't deserve to have mundane days. Unbelievable.
Hey!
Setting aside these meaningless scenarios, you only have one question to ask, and I only have one answer to give. I've walked a very, very long road, but throughout my journey, the same light has guided me. And it's not just my guide, it's the true destination of my fate.
If we consider a Lemurian's lifespan, can a single light accompany you for that long?
Maybe not. What you see now could just be a drop in the vast ocean. And as time passes, you might discover that you're the one who journeys the farthest.
Thanks to Raphael's boiling method, the dried fish is ready. I devour 3 pieces. Then another thought crosses my mind. I pretend to hold a microphone. Not shenanigan music. Raph, are you leaving me or what? I pretend to hold a microphone and hold it up to Raphael's mouth. I have a question for our respectable sea god. What new mission will you undertake after completing your revenge? Will you lead the Lemurians to rebuild their homeland? A small fishtail peeks out from his big smile.
You think the sea god is a real estate tycoon?
This is so cute. That sounds ominous. You don't even listen to Lemurian's wishes or grant them?
The sea god isn't like human parents who secretly prepare gifts after hearing their child's birthday wishes.
That's disappointing. Then what do Lemurians make their wishes to?
The sea, the ocean nurtures all life. If you make a wish to the sea,
Shenanigan music is happening, which means I automatically don't believe him. I don't. He's telling me a story to make me look like a fool. Will it grant my wish?
the fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams in the ocean will eavesdrop.
Then my wish is to eat fresh fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams every day. I stare at Raph as he lets out a hearty laugh. I tear off a piece of fish with my teeth and quickly find myself chuckling. You didn't give me the laugh, and I'm sorely disappointed. I wanted that hearty laugh. By the time we finish the package, we notice the sound of crashing waves has noticeably subsided. Raphael goes to the door to check. Then he turns back and reaches out to me.
The rain has stopped. Let's go. Tonight will be perfect for the sea moon ceremony.
Let's go. Let's go, Ruffy. Oh, that was so sweet. I really like this. They're spoiling us with Raffi's section. I feel so spoiled right now. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, it's so good. Figures appear on the shallow waters reef. Waves dance across their scales as they shimmer like an ethereal glow. Chanting ancient Lemurian songs, they look at where the waves meet the moonlight. Oh, Talia's here. Oh, that makes me so happy. Talia's melodious singing fills the air. It's more ethereal and transcendent than what I heard from the previous sea moon ceremony. It seems like a blessing and a distant call. I guess I kind of want more reassurance from him. Yeah. I know I love when Talia came for this. The ring rests in Raphael's palm as I place my hand over his. I feel the pattern beneath his hand, or beneath my hand. What are they singing?
It's a blessing for the sea god and his followers. I haven't heard such an ancient melody in a very long time. Even in Lemuria's historical records, there's almost nothing about the sea god's funeral.
I think it's better to just call it the sea moon ceremony.
Lemurians don't fear death, but we have desires in our hearts. Even when we're far away from home, we'll never stop searching for a way back.
When Whalefall City still existed, did they already know they would leave one day?
Long ago, Lemuria had written prophecies about its fate.
Oh no. Oh no. The Tome of the Sea God you've been searching for.
Yeah. Maybe the search for prophecies is part of the prophecy.
I close my eyes and feel the cool touch of metal intertwined with the warmth of our clasped hands. I somehow sense the yearning behind these unfamiliar words.
According to the legend, we should be basking in the lingering echoes of the blessing and waiting for the conch vessel to appear. Can you feel it?
We don't share a language, but emotions are universal. After spending these past few days with them, I think I can guess what they're praying for. The sea breeze carries their songs to the sanctuary below the waves. It awakens the slumbering creatures that dwell within. Under the bright moon, several dolphins leap from the water as if welcoming the return of their ruler.
Tonight is perfect for going out to sea.
He bows. He bows slightly and reaches out to me. It's a gentle invitation. I don't know if I can handle this, you guys.
So, would you like to accompany me to the Lemurian royal capital, miss?
Yes. Kiss me so I can go breathe underwater. The glistening waves behind him refract moonlight. Without any hesitation, I place my hand in his. I would be honored. Words seem to possess a calming power as the energy surrounding us harmonizes. With the songs at the same frequency, it's filled to the brim with wishes and blessings. The sea churns and boils upon hearing the dirge. Then it splits at the boundary between the sky and the sea, as if a sharp blade cut through it. The fractured waves block out the moonlight as roaring currents retrieve long-forgotten wishes in the deep sea. The Lemurians gaze at the surging water. Their songs knocking on the sealed, dust-covered gates of their homeland. Waiting silently in the sea, I sense something. There needs to be one more call. When I grasp the ring in Raphael's palm, silvery white foam begins to surge between the parted waters. A massive glowing Please don't. In Hold, I changed my mind. I don't want to have feelings anymore. A massive glowing seashell gently rises. It's accompanied by the energy of that feels familiar and strange. This is what I felt at the Blue Hole. As if drawn in by a mysterious force, I unconsciously activate my evil to sense that energy. The energy fluctuation shatters my thoughts. Nameless, chaotic noises puncture my mind like sharp spikes.
Are you willing to be my follower?
This song will never not make me cry. Desiring the sincerest worship of mortals, thou must offer an irreplaceable object.
The sea god's heart, mine heart, dost thou want it?
That's me. Who am I talking to?
This is my promise to you. For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting.
No!
It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly. Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you.
Painful, please. What's going on? No! Why would you guys do this to me? Now, with the power of the sea god's vow, our covenant, Raphael, obey my command. reclaim this heart and end our everlasting bond. It feels like I've emerged from an exhausting long dream. Memories I never experienced seem to have found their host. They rush into my mind and merge with my very being before I realize it. It's as if they were always meant to be mine. Because they are yours.
Are you awake?
No, I don't want to be now. When I open my eyes, I see the sky and moonlight. Dazed, I blink and try to move. I realize I'm being held in a warm embrace. What just happened?
You were probably affected by the ancient oceanic power lingering on this boat. It has weathered many years, so there might still be traces of its previous owners on it.
But that power I felt like feels like... I meet Raphael's gaze. It's as clear as seawater and doesn't reveal a hint of deception. Did he also forget? My heart faintly aches, and my mind still lingers in that memory. Scenes from the past keep replaying as if they're reminding me not to forget.
What are you humming?
Only then do I notice that I'm humming the melody I heard in either a dream or an illusion. If I told you I heard this song in a dream, would you believe me?
I guess you had an unusual dream. What else was in it?
There were waves, flute music, and... the emotions bear the weight of our covenant. The bond between us is heavy. I compose myself and smile at Raphael. See? You?
I knew it.
He's so happy, though. In my dream, you said you would teach me this song.
Oh, you just want to hear me sing. That's one roundabout way to make a request.
I didn't mean it like that. But since you made the suggestion... Don't. I can't. Please don't. Not anymore. I can't anymore. Flames erupt from his palm before quickly dissipating. They're replaced with a luminescent conch. Please. Is this another trick?
Even if I'm the most talented performer in the world, I need something to play music with. It's the first time I'm hearing this song, but...
The sound overlaps with the ones in my dream. For a moment, I can't tell where I am. Raphael uses his free hand to pull me toward him. lean into his embrace and try to piece together those fragmented memories. Our covenant began even earlier than I thought. The melody pauses on a high note like a wave as they touch the shore. They linger for a moment before flowing. With numerous questions in my mind that I can't ask right now, I immerse myself in the music until the interlude. You look more mature compared to back then. The boat suddenly rocks as the music ceases, and flamulas anxiously leap from the water. They're seemingly giving us a warning. There's an undercurrent.
No, this is Whale Fall City.
Raphael sets down the conch and ignites a flame in his palm. It lights up the unfathomable depths, deep water.
It's responding to our call.
Moonlight shines upon the pitch-black sea as the boat is drawn in by an invisible force. It sways as if it sways as it sails towards the massive whirlpool in the center of the ocean. Countless silvery whitefish converge and spiral where the current meets. They eagerly rush towards the ocean's profound depths and the seabed.
Whale Fall City is below us. Hold on to me.
I will hold on to you, Raph, don't worry. He holds me close. The seawater swallows the sky as we descend into the deep sea. Man, I was not ready for that emotional bomb. I was far from ready from that emotional bomb. This is crazy. I was not. It was a lot. Also, I was crying through half of it, so I was not expecting that song to pop up, but I should have seen it coming, honestly. With how emotional his whole thing has been so far, I should have seen it coming. It's song Thanks. That song is like Silas's organ song. It just, as soon as I hear it, I'm gone. That's it. I'm done. You know they have to kill us. It's close. That's good. You're like, fuck off. They'd like to be fair, Violet, they do like to like bring it out in unexpected moments, so it's not over yet. No. His writing in the story has always been, yeah. Yeah, that chapter was rough. All right, let's get started. I guess I'm gonna cry more, probably. I should just be prepared for it. Hi, Rafi. Listen, I swear I never went through this beforehand. In real time with you guys. The weightlessness makes me lose all sense of direction. In my dizziness, a warmth touches my hand. Raphael?
I'm here.
It seems to get up the ante with this main. If they are, yeah. My consciousness stabilizes itself before my body does. My vision gradually clears as I blink repeatedly. What? No! An enormous skeleton carries our vessel through the water. When I look back, I can't see where its tail ends.
Think of this giant whale's skeleton as Whalefall City's welcome ceremony.
A giant whale with wings?
Yep. Who says you can't fly underwater?
Surrounded by nothing but endless blue expanse, we drift through silent waters. It's impossible to judge distance or size without any light or shadows for reference. In this underwater quietness, I can only hear the echoes of my own breathing in my chest. But the giant whale's skull begins to disappear inch by inch, then its spine and wings. As it swims forward, the massive body is gradually devoured by the space around us. It disappears with each rhythmic movement. This bizarre sight makes me squeeze his hand, and he responds with a firm squeeze.
Don't be afraid.
As his words fade, my body passes through what feels like an invisible barrier. A gentle current envelops me before slowly releasing me on the other side. When I heard the song in the event story, I literally, I was dead. I died. The world below the waves is bursting with color. One of the royal capital's ancient streets stretches across the deep sea, and there's a dome resembling moonlight. It's suspended high above the seafloor. Massive stone sculptures adorned with vibrant coral are arranged in a staggered pattern along both sides of the street. Alleyways formed by intricate towers and buildings are spread out like fine woven net. They gradually disappear into the seawater. Parts of these structures seem to emerge from space-time rifts. They're like visitors from a distant world. No artificial light is needed as countless specks of light swirl through the waters surrounding the buildings. Their brilliance surpasses even the Milky Ways. Everything around us is silent. It takes a long time for me to find my voice again. This is
Whalefall City.
that legendary lost civilization, the Lemurians' spatial homeland, appears before my eyes without any concealment. The giant whale carries us as we float above the main avenue of the royal city. Reflections from the seawater dance across the stained glass windows. It feels as though these same colors danced in my eyes as well. Noticing his unusual silence, I subtly tighten my grip on his hand. I remember the Deep Space Academy had published a book on Lemuria. According to it, Whale Falls City slumbers in the abyssal deep sea. Its domes can reach past the sky.
They write as if they've seen it with their own eyes.
People tend to exaggerate stuff they've never seen. The more mysterious something is, the more fascinating it becomes.
Do you think it matches the descriptions in the book?
I lower my head. At the end of the street, specks of light drift around the highest spire. Please let me see red and blue. Please let me see red and blue. A bubble floats in front of me. When I gently poke it, it pops and scatters into more specks of light. Even attempting to describe it as might be presumptuous.
Everyone has their own interpretation of Whale Falls City.
I'm really sad for him. We got here, and he doesn't seem happy about it. He seems sad about it. And that makes me so sad. Like, I know he's probably not sad to return. I'm just... It's so sad. Anyways.
Archaeologists consider it a hidden treasure buried in the deep sea, while Lemurians view it as the true resting place for souls.
What about you? Raphael cups a bubble in his hands and gently crushes it until specks of light scatter. They gather and reform the bubble.
For the sea god, it's a mission infused in his blood. But right now, I'm thinking, if you hadn't accompanied me and I was sitting by myself with these skeletal remains,
lost in musings, I can't guess. He shakes his head and smiles.
the fortunate one is me, not you.
Rafi. The giant whale slowly moves its bone wings up and down along the central path. The tips of my shoes almost graze the brick rooftops below.
We're here.
From the wide gaps between its bones, I see a plaza paved with white stones. Stone statues, at least twice the height of a person, stand guard on both sides of the path. If the sculptor could see these, he'd probably spend several days and nights here. He'll crouch and study them.
You could say the ones who carved these were his ancestors.
These statues are at least 1,000 years old, right? Wouldn't it technically be the passing down of artistic tradition?
Genetic inheritance might be a more accurate term. But this place is the most refined embodiment of Lemurian art.
Really?
It's the sea god's temple.
I can't, please don't. I can't do it anymore in full. A sense of deja vu crashes over me like roaring waves. Astonished, I look up. A majestic temple stands at the end of my vision, its massive stone pillars supporting the domed ceiling like solid bones.
This place is our only option if we want to truly open the path to Whalefall City.
An inexplicable thought appears in my head. I lean forward to get a closer look.
Why do you appear more anxious than me?
Raphael pulls me back to where I was originally. He's not in a hurry to return to this temple that should be rightfully his.
Sit tight. We're almost there.
Okay. Raphael?
What's wrong? Do you think being here will upset me?
I mean, it's more than that. I'd like it if you didn't keep everything bottled up inside. Atta girl MC. From this angle, I can't make out Raphael's expression, but I hear a soft sigh.
It appeared at the wrong place and the wrong time. The more attached we become, the harder it will be to let go when we must part.
Aren't you worried that Gaia Biotech ever would stop at nothing to get their hands on Whalefall City?
Once Whalefall City fully reveals itself, our people will have no reason not to return. However, it'd make all of them targets. Today's Lemurians can't rely on Whalefall City to protect them from everything. Using it to defend against Ever is a pipe dream. When Whalefall Acropolis was destroyed, we still had Whalefall City as our sanctuary. If it also... The peaceful life Lemurians have struggled to rebuild can't be allowed to crumble again.
I really like this Raffi chapter, and it's something that I've been holding on to this whole time, but it's the first time he actually feels like he has the weight of the Lemurians on his shoulders. Like he's actually the sea god. And it's really nice to see because my heart hurts for him. But you can see they're actually showing how much he cares about all of his people. The wrong place, the wrong time. Yet he still wants to seize this less than ideal opportunity to do something. It's for him and the Lemurians, who instead of making wishes, worry about him seeking revenge alone. Let's do the right thing, even in these wrong circumstances. He's really coming into his duty, and he cares so much it hurts. Yeah, he's very strategic. He really is. It goes beyond his search for revenge. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Also, he finally allowed himself to be vulnerable enough to express his burdens to... I know. The giant well delivers us to the central plaza in front of the sea god's temple. Then it flaps its enormous wings and floats back up to hover above the royal capital. The wings stir up a gust that sweeps scattered stone fragments across the ground. I look around and find the source of the debris. A circle of diverse stone statues surrounds the front part of the sea god's temple. They're blocking the entrance. Oh my gosh. At the forefront stands a humanoid statue. It towers before a stone pillar, its figure hunched and tilted awkwardly to one side. Are these statues here for a ritual? Ah! Raphael, did you see that? Did that statue just move? It's the sea gods! Meeting Raphael's gaze, I quickly raised both hands. It wasn't me. I didn't touch it. Maybe it's being corroded?
I know.
Oh,
Come over here.
okay. Metaflux. Oh no, it's not the sea gods. No, I wanted to see the sea gods again. Ritual team? As I step back, the crack spreads out in all directions. Countless fissures appear, and stone fragments rain down like a sudden downpour. From within the swirling cloud of dust, a figure slowly steps forward. No. Who the fuck is it? Who the fuck found their way down here? Who the fuck do I need to kill? Who is it? I just want to talk. And by talk, I mean I want to use my guns. A long spear materializes. Its cold gleam flashes. A column of water shaped like a sea beast roars in our direction.
Under his quintessence's orders, outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whale Falls City.
No! Wait! Oh, wait! Yes! Wait, I'm having mixed reactions right now. Hold on. I'm having such mixed reactions right now.
Destruction's tide has arrived. These waters will be your final resting. The tide's judgment
Shall descend here and now. Raphael,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job.
Oh my gosh.
I was just careless.
There we
You
go.
won't escape. Bring it on.
You are the tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now.
Here's our chance. Don't underestimate the power of fire.
Surrender everything to me.
The deep stirs.
Thunder. Herald's death.
Steady now. We can do this.
Press on.
Oh no.
Don't get distracted.
Why are you so far away?
Because I was
Raphael.
watching out.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
The tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now.
Stay alert.
Eat this.
Now!
Nope, not now.
Is that it? The
No.
tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now.
Here's our chance.
Mine one
From
day.
the ocean's depths.
Where someone calls out my name forevermore.
Spot of weakness?
Surrender everything to me.
Stirs. Bring it on.
Oh man, you recovered so fast.
The tide's judgment.
He's
Shall
really
descend
fast.
here and now.
Like,
Almost over. Don't let
I
it get
didn't
away.
realize
Let's take it down first.
The
how,
tide is
how
rising.
fast his stuff
Fall
goes
back.
up.
You were too close to it. Follow me.
The tide's judgment.
No.
Shall descend here and now.
This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
Oh, not within 90 seconds. I'll try that again later. Oh, it's probably a me issue. Stone debris covers the plaza. The dust particles float in the seawater. The currents are dispersed. The immobilized old man stands in the center. His cloudy eyes become clear. His consciousness, it's slowly returning. He shuffles towards us. The remaining sand on his body falls with each step.
It's his quintessence's power.
Ahmad!
His quintessence.
We know each other?
Yes, we do, yes. The man approaches Raphael, his clothes slightly fluttering. Then, he suddenly performs a deep, respectful bow.
Amund, Lemurian Elder, Guardian of Whalefall City.
Ahmad, I'm so excited to see you.
I've been waiting for the return of the Sea God.
Hey, he's right here. I got him. He's safe. It's cool. His gaze becomes unfocused when Whalefall City is mentioned. The spear in his hand trembles violently, as if triggered by reflex. It supports him as he stands.
Outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Whalefall City.
We are not outsiders, I promise. Ahmad, does that name mean anything to you?
At least he doesn't seem to be our enemy. This is just a guess, but he's been here for too long. He won't have a clear mind anytime soon.
But how much does Raphael remember? Is that a theory that we need to talk about? Raphael circles Amund and helps him brush off the stone fragments from his body.
Amund, you said the sea god told you to stay here? His quintessence's orders?
Amund slowly recognizes Raphael's voice and gradually regains his composure.
Tens of millions of years ago, the sky and sea were inverted, and Whalefall was revived. Lemuria was about to reach its true fate.
Yeah, we will have to talk about Raph's memory later because there's more that comes. Okay.
But his quintessence refused to accept. The sea god couldn't bear to lose the most precious. Most precious.
He's unable to finish his story. His gaze sweeps across the plaza before he slowly moves towards the temple. Raphael and I exchange a glance and follow him. The temple's massive stone doors are wrapped in seaweed, their original appearance no longer visible. Amund walks to the temple's entrance, laboriously raises both hands and places them on the stone door.
The flame. The sea god incinerated his divine power in exchange.
The fire.
For some reason, a strange warmth wells up in my chest. It's as if a fragment of that frame is quietly burning within my heart.
His quintessence hid Whalefall City within deep space's rifts. Time ceased to flow, life never decayed, and everything became eternal. But the world's flames and all that exists will eventually be extinguished. Only when the sea god sacrifices everything once more to ignite the alcove's flame. Then, his quintessence and Whalefall City will return. They shall return to where it all began.
Amon's words falter for a moment, and his gaze moves to me before returning to Rafayel.
Whalefall City will respond to its true ruler.
The sound of an engine that doesn't belong in Whalefall City stirs up the seawater. No, Ever, get out. Gaia Biotech, get out. Leave. I don't want you guys here. Raphael turns to the waters beyond the temple, his gaze increasingly sharp.
Before that happens, this place might need a few sacrifices.
Following Raphael's gaze, I look towards Whalefall City's outskirts. Several massive submarines are approaching us.
The fish have swum into our net.
Get him, baby. Raphael steps forward and positions himself in front of me and Amund. Flames ignite from his palm, and they transform into fiery threads that spread out outside the temple.
Don't let their blood defile this place.
Yeah, get him, babe. Show him what for. Use your hot god fire powers. The submarines speed through the ocean as sunlight dims. They've already entered the mesopelagic zone. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look up that word later. With visibility obscured, the submarines activate sonar navigation as they advance.
The sonar has detected underwater structures. Could it be Whalefall City?
Who are you? Who are you?
We've been following that vessel this whole time. We can't be wrong.
After marking the coordinates, the submarines head toward the structures and descend into a pitch-black bathypelagic zone. Oh my gosh. Clean up some water clogs, Rafi. Oh. Suddenly, ethereal singing resounds from the ocean's depths, as if it's guiding lost travelers to their destination. The flat seabed gives way to a cliff. A strange glow emanates from its base. The submarines travel to the cliff's edge and cross an underwater valley. Their passengers see the source of the mysterious glow. It's a dreamlike, magnificent city. Giant pearls adorn stone carvings. Gold and silver threads entwine the city's pillars, and a large road paved in jade stretches endlessly. Everyone rushes to crowd around the portholes. In awe, they exclaim upon seeing the magnificent city.
That must be Whalefall City. I heard it's filled with countless treasures. It definitely hasn't disappointed us.
Well, you're gonna be disappointed here in a minute when my boyfriend gets his hands on you.
The submarine's cargo capacity is limited. It'll take some time to transport everything back.
Cheers erupt through the submarine, but no one notices they've already veered off course. When the city dissolves into a mirage in the water, an alarm blares. Oh, well, it looks like it's not even the real thing that they're gonna see. You can't sit with us. Yeah, it does feel like Indiana Jones, kind of. That's when these greedy souls realize something's wrong.
What's going on? Who changed our course?
It's not that.
Oops.
Our coordinates have changed.
I'm sorry, I don't have control over my bone whale.
We've lost control. The submarine is... Huh?
Oh, that was cool. They've never done that before. The seabed rises as towering rock walls erupt from the ground and encircle the submarine. The figure of a young man stands on the cliff, solemn and majestic, like a god of the sea. He looks down from afar. His expression is seemingly compassionate and indifferent. Oh no, who could have done that? Abort, abort! The Lemurian court has finally received its overdue sinners. Get him, baby! Yeah, go get him! All right. Final movement. Is it a bird or a plane? No, it's a bone whale. It's Raphael. I love this scene. It's a fishy. That's husband. The singing ceases at the climax, and the intruders' minds are momentarily disoriented, but they soon come to their senses. Compassionate and indifferent is such a great description for a god. I actually agree. Yeah, it's actually a really good description for a god. Raphael. Baby, don't lose yourself. Just, I know you want revenge, but also, please stay with me.
They'll offer their mortal remains to the Lemurian court. After today, those whose hands are stained with Lemurian blood will vanish from this world forever.
Without the ethereal singing, the bottom of the valley once again becomes chaotic and murky. The intruders' survival instincts make them crawl on the ground in contorted postures. But Raphael doesn't spare the people a glance. His gaze is fixed on the place far away from the cliffs. It's as if he's trying to peer through time's veil to witness a past that's been buried.
It's coming to an end.
Oh no, Raphael, no, please. I was just kidding. Please don't. Rafi, come back. There's a barely perceptible tremor. Meanwhile, some of the intruders finally regain consciousness. Give him a hug to bring him back. Still unaware of where they are, they frantically grab their weapons.
Where are we?
How are you breathing underwater?
Forget about that. Just take them out.
Oh my god, Raphael. Oh no, Rafi. When Raphael raises his hand, flames engulf the gun barrel. The researchers cry out in pain as they burn. More weapons are dismantled by fire as Raphael silently observes them. Even so, he has yet to bring his ballad of vengeance to its final movement. This is really good. This is so good. He's not playing around, no. More people are regaining consciousness. The rising flames keep me protected while I tightly hold Raphael's hand. Hold on to it, MC! I can't rush him. I don't want to. It's his right to decide when and how to end this bloody history that's spanned more than a decade. Ooh! A rock wall fractures. Oh, the rock wall fractures. It cracks of various sizes. It can't support us anymore. Raphael brings me to a protruding rock near the seabed, but it won't last long. The sniper rifle hidden behind a stone pillar emits smoke as a bullet heads straight for Raphael. It's centimeters away from striking his chest, but the metal bullet is intercepted by flames. It explodes into a small ball of fire. Oh my god. Raphael. The attack pauses, and I use this chance to pull out my gun and kill the sniper.
You...
What do you want me to just stand here while they're shooting at you? It's okay, I'll be fine. You can... I know you're not hesitating. What you can't let go of is the part of you, the part of your past, your people who aren't here anymore. I'll stay with you until you decide to end this. The ground beneath our feet violently shakes as energy fluctuations manifest from various corners. Oh. Well, who the hell is creating these weapons? First, they shoot at my dragon boyfriend, and now they're shooting specialized guns at my fish boyfriend? I'm gonna need to talk to this manufacturer. Hello, I'm your bodyguard. It's a sonar weapon that's specialized for killing Lemurians. Every wall trembles with an invisible force. It sends dust and rock fragments flying. I use my evil to target the focal point at the Metaflux, but he stops me.
You've stayed by my side long enough.
Yeah, and I'm gonna continue to stay by your side.
I'll take care of the rest.
Oh, I'm not leaving you. What?
The weapon isn't working! That's impossible! Increase the firepower!
Hello? No.
It already hit its limit. Where's the suppressive fire from our flanks?
He steps forward and raises his arm, in spite of the hail of bullets and thunderous vibrations. Fire smites his opponent like divine punishment. The massive metal container crashes as fear and rage fill the air. Seemingly realizing the true power of the man standing before them, several gun barrels rise in unison.
Whalefall Acropolis was a wonderful place. It was nowhere near as magnificent and spacious as the royal capital, but it was worthy of being called our home.
Ooh, Raffi. I am feeling a bunch of ways right now. I am... A calm man in the face of chaos is just something special, I think. No one fires. The invaders exchange bewildered glances as if they don't believe the sea god will grant them mercy.
I once promised them that I'd find Whalefall City. I said I'd bring them back here. We'd live together. In these waters, we'd laugh and sing. I didn't make a vow to merely bring back their souls.
Oh my god, he's actually... Oh, sorry, you guys, I'm so sorry. I just hot mic'd that whole thing, but I just... No, that deserves a save. Raphael lowers his gaze to deliver the sea god's ultimate judgment.
The lives that were lost here shall be repaid with blood. It's been over a decade. I will end this once and for all.
Fierce flames rise from the rock walls as distant tides roar like thunder. Terrified, everyone looks around. It's as if an invisible blade of judgment is hanging over their heads. Countless mist-like orbs, or mist-like shadows, surround the rock walls. They resemble the floating specks of light above Whalefall City as they coalesce into ethereal spirits. Naturally formless, they slowly gather towards the center, yet I can make out their blurry figures. The flames surging towards the seabed are extinguished. It's as if they're afraid of harming the shadows. This is... Raphael doesn't reply. His gaze doesn't leave the seabed's center. The singing grows more powerful as the shadows close in. The loaded weapons fall to the ground once more. Greed and delusions return to the invaders. An eerie stillness permeates the seabed as the shadows suddenly turn around.
You always said you'd bring us to Whalefall City. I thought you were bragging. You did it. You actually brought us back home.
Raphael, you don't need me to cover for you when you sneak off to the shore anymore, right? Wait, you must be living on the surface already.
The maestro tattled to Her Majesty on the day you went into the surface, saying you skipped class again. I wish I could attend the maestro's classes again.
Conch and algae.
Has Aiden grown taller? Now that I'm gone, I wonder where he goes when he skips class. Please deliver a message for me next time you see him. Whale Falls City isn't that exciting. It's nowhere near as good as life on land. Tell him to take his time coming back.
I hold Raphael's hand, and I can still feel the subtle trembling in his palm.
It's you.
You still look the same as you did when you snuck off to the shore, but you've grown up. You resemble the sea god more than I had expected.
His hand suddenly tightens as the man's spirit stirs Raphael's emotion. Another shadow appears and stands shoulder to shoulder with him. In the blink of an eye, the shadow draws near. It slowly raises what appears to be an arm made of swirling light and darkness. The trembling in his hand grows more intense. Raphael seemingly wants to grasp the shadow, but he's unable to touch it, and his hand remains suspended in midair. Across time's vastness, across the border between life and death, their hands gently overlap.
These are hands that should hold paintbrushes. Hatred and bloodshed should never stain them. Go now, my dear boy. Go to where you truly belong. No matter where life takes you, I hope you can find happiness.
The mist-like figure approaches Raphael one by one. Smiling, they wave goodbye and gather once more around the invaders. The singing around them suddenly becomes ethereal and otherworldly. It's like the most distant of whale songs from the ocean's depths. The frenzied invaders gradually quiet down, their facial features twisting into bizarre shapes. They pick up broken stones and stand from the ground and stuff every pocket to the brim. The singing reaches a crescendo as Lemurian souls and they're like deep sea predators about to strike. The bloody mist surges with the song, and invisible fangs pierce the throat of every invader. Greed and blood congeal into foul trickle. They flow beneath the spirit's feet, but never touch the ground. The screams reverberate through the court for what feels like an eternity. Amid the ceaseless song, I can't see Raphael's expression. I only sense that his gaze remains fixed on a single place for a long time. When the melody is about to end, only then does he take my hand and slowly lead me away. And he gives a deep bow to the chaotic ocean floor filled with devastation and laments. Oh my god, Enfold. the amount of emotion I have from this is almost forgivable for how long this took to come out. Almost. Honestly. This is myth level depression, yes. Leaving the court and following Amon's guidance, I silently approach Rafayel. As our fingers intertwine, he silently takes my hand. Is it okay to let them deal with Gaia Biotech's people?
They've been waiting for this day for a long time.
His fingers have tightened around mine, and the ring that summoned the conch vessel leaves a mark between our knuckles.
This ring, when I was little, I used to sneak off with it. I always played with it. The queen told me it belonged to the sea god. When I grew up, she'd give it to me herself.
You and the queen.
She's Talia's older sister, and the one who raised me. My mother.
My chest feels like it's stuffed with damp cotton. It tightens and aches, and I can sense a heavy weight. Before I can even speak, he seems to have already guessed what I'm thinking. Rafayel continues, turning his face slightly to reveal a smile tinged with relief.
Back when I didn't understand what being the sea god meant, the king and queen told me it was a beautiful aspiration. That's why I could play with the Lemurian children who were around my age, get punished by the king when I caused trouble, and be teased by my friends. Everything in Whalefall Acropolis was as free as the ocean. Until that day.
Before our eyes, red seawater seems to emerge. Then it slowly fades away with the song. The water returns to its original clarity. The scattered memories from Rafayel's past merge into a complete picture. Actually, hearing you talk about it makes me glad. You had so many people by your side. They were worried for you and loved you. At the very least, you once had a happy childhood.
Then it was my turn to be their guardian. Even though most of them are gone now, I still need to bring them home.
As I climb up another step, I tighten my grip on his hand. You weren't alone in the past, and you won't be alone in the future. As if in response, the ring presses a deep mark into our fingers.
Without Whalefall City, the spirits of deceased Lemurians can only drift endlessly across the sea. I often think that if their souls could truly return, then maybe they wouldn't be lonely anymore.
Following the staircase along the side of the temple, we ascend and reach the highest point. I don't believe that making those people pay with their lives can balance out the sins they've committed. But It might be the only way for everyone to find peace. You can also say goodbye to the past.
Why are you crying first?
Don't. Infold, I see what you did. Infold, stop. I'm not. You're just seeing a reflection from class. He stops and gently raises a hand to wipe my tears.
You've witnessed the curtain call. Let's go. It's time to return Whalefall City to where it belongs. When the time comes, we'll welcome its arrival together.
The song has ended. Rafayel takes my hand and leads me to the balcony. It culminates these years of seeking and waiting. To create our song's final fermata. Oh no, there's still more! Oh no. I don't know if I can do more. Oh my god, I hope there's no more sadness. I don't know if I can do it. I have to drink water first. Man, I was not expecting to have myth levels of sadness in this. There's quite a bit more. Oh no. Okay. Alright, then we should just keep going. Let's keep going. Rehydrate. Oh no, I wasn't... Enfold, please. Dealt with, and the Gaia people are toast. That's true. Yeah, Rafayel gets to sleep with me tonight. This poor boy does not need to be alone tonight. I can't believe how much sadness there was. I was not expecting it. These chapters for both of them have been really sad. I cried during Xavier's too. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. My fishy needs support. Emotional damage. Honestly. Nah, this feels nice. I like that they've been connecting the myths a little bit more to main story. Because it makes them feel coherent now. The massive stone doors of the sea god's temple responded to their ruler's call. They slowly part when Rafayel raises his hand. Streams of light flow across the stone engravings. Following Raphael's gaze, I see an empty alcove in the wall. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. I just wanted to take a good look at this place before saying goodbye.
Flames appear at Raphael's fingertips. Like a flamula, they swim in the air. A fire is briefly ignited inside the alcove. It's similar to a dim, everlasting sun. As Amund said, the sea god's divine power can return the flame to this temple. Light pulses with Raphael's breathing. It envelops the sea god's temple. The flame in the alcove surges with more magnificent energy. The scattered specks of light in Whalefall City dance with renewed vigor. They descend onto the rooftops, streets, and plazas as if welcoming the imminent journey home. Whalefall City is responding to you? Raphael?
All the Lemurian souls who were lost in the sea have returned. It's time to send Whalefall City on its way and let them find peace.
Sensing the source of that power, I take a step and firmly grasp Raphael's hand. Meeting his slightly surprised gaze, I extend our clasped hands towards the alcove. We face the fire. I told you before, I won't let you be alone. I activate my evil by following these fragmented memories. The flame burns more brightly as power surges. As the only follower of the sea god, I offer him the power of my devotion, my sincerest form of worship. He pulls me closer as the stained glass windows cast jewel-like colors onto the dust-covered altar before us.
Is this a new promise?
Yes. But there won't be a reason to forget this time. My heart trembles with the vibrant stone slabs beneath my feet. I gaze at the changing dome above and channel my evil. A strange energy is transmitted back from the distant waters above. Raphael and I exchange a glance. We can see the same message in each other's gaze. It's a protocore power source.
It seems their reinforcements arrived sooner than I anticipated.
We need to hurry.
Let's seal away everything from the past.
The flames in the walls niches, there we go, roar upward. Water violently churns. An invisible force seems to wager a tug of war between the city and the deep sea. The temple's walls emit deep, mournful groans. They resist, yet also yield.
With the sea god's power as a sacrifice, ride the opposing tides and return to the fathomless abyss.
Flames gather and solidify in his palm as the ocean is plunged into chaos and darkness. The metaflux erupts in successive explosions. Each vanishes immediately after. Yet they continue to appear in an endless stream. Damn it.
Ignore them. First,
The flames that have almost leapt from their sacred spot begin to tremble. Their intensity unexpectedly weakens. As the source of this power, Raphael has tightly closed his eyes. He looks unnaturally pale. What's happening? There's something wrong with the flow?
Raphael! Fine.
It's because of those...
No. This is a price that must be paid. To demand a perfect outcome from the sea, you must willingly pay the most painful price. But compared to letting Whalefall City fall into those people's hands, this pain is nothing.
Only when the sea god sacrifices everything to ignite the flame in the alcove can the sea god and Whalefall City return. I understand what Almond meant. You and the temple have to...
Don't worry.
No!
I can make it.
Rafayel!
Leave.
No! What? Rafayel! No! What? Rafayel! There must be another way. There has to be. I adjust my breathing and use my evil to resonate with Rafayel. I attempt to push his power to its limits. Again. Again! Each release fails to move Whalefall City. But these repeated attempts allow me to sense an invisible tether that's pulling Rafayel into a rift of nothingness.
They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Our futile attempts will drain his energy. Amun's words resound in my ear like a tsunami. Is it possible that Rafayel, with the complete power from, with the complete power of the Tome of the Sea God?
Only those who have a bond with the Sea God can awaken the tome.
When that thought forms in my mind, the flames in the alcove suddenly surge and tremble. Rafayel seems to sense what I'm about to do.
No. Using the tome's power can only... with the temple.
I can sense it. With just a single page, part of Rafayel has already become one with the Sea God's temple. Indistinguishable, inseparable. Even his heart beats with the flame's rhythm.
Try again.
As the flames rise to greater heights, colors fade from the scales on Rafayel's neck. Like ashes left behind by fire. It's slowly being devoured by from the tip. The beautiful hues vanish as quickly as most brilliant fireworks. Wanting to stop it, I rush forward, but I can only helplessly watch them fade. His tail turns ashen and lifeless in the blink of an eye. We can't wait anymore. What did Rafayel do back then? Oh no, no. MC, don't. MC, don't. MC, please don't. A pain rises in my fingertips with that memory. I clutch my fist and invoke our covenant. MC, you're gonna make him relive all of this all over again? Really? Part of me doesn't even want to read forward because I just want to pretend it doesn't happen. The dagger materializes in response to the summons. I take it from Raphael's hand and press it to our hands. I'm sorry, Rafi. I'm sorry. Our blood merges and the warm fluid falls from our clasped hands. It lands on the altar. I close my eyes and let light and sound sink into the sea. In the distant waters belonging to Lincoln City's southeastern region, the sea churns without the wind. Terrifying giant waves rise. In the center of the almost abandoned private island, red lights flicker in the sapphire-looking like blue hole. Then they quickly vanish into the depths. MC, when I catch you, Miss Girl. In some overlooked coastal mud flats, shorelines, and even in the middle of the ocean, seawater bubbles like boiling foam. They surge and subside. She always accidentally ends up traumatizing me. Every body of seawater on this planet, every single drop shared one mission. The waves must rise. Gentle waves, ferocious waves. Waves powerful enough to shatter everything. They surge from the sea's surface and the ocean's depths. They rush in the same direction. Flames emerge from the blood. Beginning as small, warm embers, they spread out with great speed. The temple is engulfed in a fiery vortex. The colonnades and stone sculptures transform into ghostly silhouettes. The seawater loses its natural hue and evaporates into mist before being infused with countless golden ruins. I sense violent tremors in the distance. Suppressed power splits mountains and levels the seabed. They traverse thousands upon thousands of miles. Tearing through countless space-time rifts, they surge to the water above the temple. They flow towards their sea god. Raphael! His grip on my hand tightens. I can feel his tremble as that immense power flows into his body. The power in his palm is no longer a calm sea. It now screeches like thunder. It roars as it engulfs everything in its path. Meanwhile, the fire in the alcove insatiably devours the sea god's divine power. Raphael sways slightly, relying on his pale, deteriorating tail for support. This power is sufficient to move Whalefall City, yet the owner of this power has merged with the sea god's temple. I strain to stand on my tippy toes, and I hold his hand. Raphael, don't give me that look. The sensation in my palm grows increasingly faint. It's akin to dissolving sea snow. My hand. You can't leave me too. My hand passes through Raphael's fingertips several times. Yet this last remaining connection only makes Raphael hold on to me more tightly.
Don't let go.
You won't. You can't keep pushing yourself. If this continues, you're going to be completely drained.
Did you forget? The sea god can't die.
But even gods can fall. You can't. Trembling fingers brush against my eyelashes. I never knew tears could quickly cool underwater.
You're letting me go just like that? Didn't you make a promise to never leave me alone? You already changed your mind?
We have a covenant between us. If I call you again, maybe you'll... I want to finish this lie. But it's as if something is choking me. All I can do is look into Raphael's eyes.
If you want me to leave, then come with me.
Okay. The flame in Raphael's palm dims as the sea god is about to return to his temple.
Just kidding. How could a sea god ever make a wish to his follower?
Strange noises belonging to the submersibles are above the spire. As I move in, I can almost hear misfortune bells toll. I suppress the trembling in my arm and press my hand against his chest. Under his palm is his heart. It responds to me without any barriers. I can command him. MC, please don't. I can command him to do anything. I feel as though a blade is slicing my throat when I force myself to speak. I almost want to believe that talking more slowly could give us a little more time. Raphael, you and Whalefall City must leave. I don't MC, please. Powerful forces threatening to tear everything apart. Make peace return. Massive waves subside, and the boiling sea grows still. The vinyl strand of gold light wraps itself around Raphael's fingers as roaring seawater recedes into the abyss. He bends down to embrace me. He can no longer defy fate.
On an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless, normal day, if you want to see me again, you'll have to wait a very, very long time.
I'll wait as long as it takes. With great effort, I give and look over his shoulder one last as the dancing firelight in the wall. Raphael, you don't have a whale ash lamp. Take our covenant with you on our journey. What matters is that you stay safe. How long will you be gone?
It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't worry. Even after I'm gone, you and Ramiro will survive. This is a god's promise to you.
The gloomy ocean floor has lost its only a barren seabed filled with swirling sand and sediment remains. The invaders' submersible have nowhere to go. They suspend in the empty vastness of the deep sea. The prize they had devoted everything to, plundered, has vanished into the cracks of space-time forever. Not a single word remains. No traces are left. It's as if the entire city has a magnificent illusion crafted by the sea god himself.
The sea god's wish. It hasn't changed, and it will never change.
I open my mouth, but my words and thoughts transform into silvery white foam and drift away with the ocean's currents during an invisible horizon. Raphael. Goodbye. But I don't want to look at the main screen. It's not. There's still one more chapter. Oh god, there is still one more chapter. Oh, thank god. I don't know if it's gonna be happy or not, but I didn't want that to be the ending. It's not over yet, okay. I don't understand. How are they gonna give us a multi or a Raf solo limited card after this, acting like everything's fine? Thanks, I need it, Elizabeth. No! The infold, stop! I can't do it anymore. Oh my god. Melodious flute music and whale songs urge me to regain consciousness as I struggle to wake up from the darkness that's as deep as the ocean. The harsh sunlight stings my eyes. It's impossible to open them. Waves gently lap against my back when I realize I'm lying on the beach. I don't feel pain, so I probably haven't been injured. I recall the sudden shift in the current before I was about to drown. Raphael. He changed the tide before he left. He brought me to shore. The tremors from resonating too many times still course through my vein. Pain explodes in my chest and spreads to my fingertips. Memories of my farewell to Raphael play chaotically in my mind. It's like the scenes from the movie haven't been cut into pieces and haphazardly reassembled. I cough up a mouthful of seawater and struggle to push myself up. But I repeatedly fall back into the waves. The seawater has reached my mouth and nose. The tide is still coming in. If I stay here any longer, I might drown. I forcibly push aside these churning emotions and try to forget those persistent images from my mind. I need to find a safe place first. I can't fall here. I struggle to my feet again and again, only to fall back into the waves. Accompanied by shouts, the sound of several footsteps reach the beach. Help me. When I wake up again, I'm told that the old rescued me. While my body has no serious injuries, I'm still weak and need to quietly recover. The Gaio biotech researchers withdraw from Wave Chaser Island. Their massive vessels leave the harbor as if they were never there. With the departure of Whalefall City, the Lemurians on Wave Chaser Island fall into a prolonged state of melancholy. During my recovery, many Lemurians visited me and cautiously inquired about Raphael's whereabouts. I desperately tried to remember, but whenever I approach the door locking away my memories, a sharp pain stabs my mind. It grows more intense no matter what I do. Eventually, my brain does its best to defend me. It wraps chains around the door and seals it to ensure I can never push it open again. I have no choice but to give up. Wearing a blank expression, I gently deflect their questions by explaining that I need more rest. The magnetic field anomaly on Wave Chaser Island is gone, and I focus on resting to the point of being almost obsessed. I make a full recovery in record time to secure my discharge papers. On the day of my discharge, a nurse enters my hospital room for a morning checkup. His Majesty has come over to check on me. I close my eyes in response to daylight flooding in. The figure of a nurse appears and approaches me with a forehead thermometer. I'm being discharged at noon today. Do you still need to take my temperature?
This is the last checkup. Please cooperate with us.
This bitch. Nope. Nope. You're the one who tried to get me into a car accident. Kitty support. Although her tone and enunciation are convincing, I still sense that she's not the nurse who's been taking care of me. This voice, I've heard it somewhere before. Then I realize why it sounds familiar. I've seen her before. She quickly appears in my memories.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state. Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
She's such a baddie. I hate her. It's you. Seeing my calm reaction and no sign of potential counterattacks, the nurse stops 2 steps away from my bedside.
Aren't you afraid I might do something?
She takes off her nurse's cap and lets her wild curly hair cascade. She seems nonchalant, but her gaze remains vigilant. If you wanted to kill me, you would have done it while I was unconscious. Why did you choose the day when I'd be discharged from the hospital? The mysterious woman is momentarily stunned, her shoulders drooping as her eyes reveal a sense of defeat.
You're spoiling the fun. My meticulously crafted script isn't entertaining anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry to ruin your script. I hold out my hand and beckon her to come closer. I need to read the script first before I decide whether or not I want to accept the role. The mysterious woman's slight smile appears as she approaches my hospital bed. Her fingers brush against my wrist. My hunter's watch activates and projects a faintly glowing hologram. She taps the screen and brings up a map. Coordinates are embedded into the map and pulsate on the screen. The mysterious woman turns off the hunter's watch. What was that?
A treasure that can only be unlocked with a key. You're strong enough to withstand these unknowns. Everything you want to know is there. Your actual nurse will be here soon. Remember to tell her your temperature.
She picks up the forehead thermometer, presses it against my forehead, and pushes the button.
36.5 degrees. Good luck with your discharge.
She adjusts her nurse's cap, walks to the door, and slides it open. My stay at the hospital ends. After returning to Lincoln City, work has almost numbed every cell in my body. But I don't dare to stop. I'm afraid that in the middle of the night, those scenes branded into my memory will find me and tear my consciousness into fragments. When the long passage of time softens the pain, I find the courage to look at the southeastern waters when passing along the coast. A part of me seems to have vanished with Rafayel. This emptiness has forced me to float aimlessly. Every word he spoke during our farewell, those fleeting expressions burst through the floodgates of my memory. They replay endlessly in my mind. One day, I realized I should have asked him if his seagulls needed to be fed. Even though they might never see Rafayel return. After nearly a month of living in a daze, I finally opened the door to Mo Art Studio. Raphael's unfinished paintings seem to be moved to the storage room where temperatures and humidity are precisely controlled. Thomas can't do it by himself. I volunteered to help him organize, and we worked together to move them around. The number of Raphael's unfinished paintings is staggering. We spend 3 hours organizing before finally storing the canvases. Not cookies in them. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Thomas. I didn't realize he had so many sketches.
Artists driven by inspiration are like that. They'll make a few brushstrokes when it strikes, and continue when they're in the mood.
Thomas hurriedly glances at his watch.
It's getting late. I need to head home, but please contact me if you hear anything from Rafayel.
That won't be anytime soon, Thomas. I'm sorry. I can't bring myself to look at him. Yesterday, I lied to Thomas and said Rafayel wanted to isolate himself on an island for a creative retreat. He won't be in Lincoln for a while. One lie needs another to keep it whole. Yet the countdown to this ordeal's end is nowhere to be found. I'll call him every day until he can't take it anymore. Then he'll probably come.
He has several exhibitions coming up. I hope he can make it back in time.
You should just cancel them all, Thomas. It's fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, same.
I'll head out now. You should go home.
All right. After Thomas leaves, I can't bring myself to go. I remain seated in the middle of the studio for a long time. I stare at the massive, unfinished painting on the wall. The sea breeze gently stirs the gauze curtains. I remember when I first met Raphael. He was working on this painting. Back then, it only had a single layer of color, but most of it is already done. My memories take on the bluish-violet hues of the painting. The soft whispers of brushstrokes against the canvas resound in my ears. Raphael was perched on the tall ladder and applying each brushstroke with deliberate care. Although his process was slow, his attention to detail was extraordinary. He worked on each brushstroke with an intense focus. He seemed to forget himself, and he didn't even notice me standing behind him. I wonder what this painting will look like when it's finished. No one can give me an answer. Desolate moonlight shines on me, and my lonely shadow has nowhere to hide. I know I'm only deceiving myself, no matter how long I stay here.
Raphael isn't going to appear. I brought this upon myself. Before leaving, I take one last look at the empty studio and whisper to someone who isn't here. Goodbye. I refuse to look. There's more. There has to be more. Oh, thank God, there's more. It's not over yet. My husband did nothing to console me either. I was ugly crying and everything. Alright, we gotta keep going. No! Why? No, I know what this... This looks like the place when you first see Raphael when you start the game. Colorful lanterns light up the market near White Sand Bay. Taking a shortcut, I pass through the busiest street. On the beach next to it, students are playing with sparklers. They glitter against the night sky, and I occasionally hear bursts of clear laughter.
Pedestrians pass by me and share steaming hot street food. The spicy, savory aromas fill the entire area. Dazed, I walk through it all. The scenes come in and out of focus. Hey kid, I know a trick.
Spend all our money. I want some ice cream.
2 children move past me, and I stop in my tracks. There's a familiar fish scooping stall before my very eyes. My mind slowly begins to function again. Oh God, please. I've been here before. The sign still displays the familiar words. In the Sea of Lemuria, to save the final flamula in the world. I look at the small pool where a brightly colored flamula is slowly swimming along the edge.
Unfortunate. This species of fish can only survive for a week on land.
I move closer to the pool, squat down, and watch the flamulas swim several laps. Since you're also from that sea, I pay the vendor for a fishing net and position myself along the flamula's swimming route. Aim, dip, scoop, and fail. Ugh. The flamula that was leisurely swimming suddenly launches itself as if it were doing a 100-meter sprint. It zigzags through the water to avoid my net. Why are you so fast? How did he catch you back then? I try to remember Raphael's technique from that time. When the flamula swims into a corner, I use the narrow space to my advantage. I block its path with net and scoop it up in one swift motion. It works. I catch the proud flamula while it's showing off in the pool. Raphael, look, I did it. I turn, but no one's there. I can only look on the unobscured path along the street that leads to the coast. The bustling crowd comes and goes, but he won't appear again. No one will show me how to catch a fish or tell me what the red fish is called. I look at the small fish in my net. Its breathing is shallow, and its stomach rises and falls as it struggles to stay alive.
The fish is gonna slip away, you know.
Startled, I turn around again and look toward the source of the voice. With his arms crossed, Raphael, please don't let this be an illusion. Please, I can't. I won't be able to take it. With his arms crossed, Raphael stands behind me. It's just like when we first met. Raphael. Memory and reality combined to form a complete picture. It's as if nothing had ever happened. Yes, it's as if I didn't force him to leave. It's like he's never been away from me. I grip the net loosens, and the flamula uses this chance to jump and dive into the pool. I frantically reach for it, but Raphael is faster. He gently cups the flamefish in his hands.
That was close. It's pretty silly for trying to return to its cage.
The vendor hands over a container. Raphael carefully places the formula in the water before tenderly touching the fish's forehead. The fish gracefully sways its tail to create a string of water droplets. It's livelier compared to when it was in the pool.
Should I take this one home too? I wonder if Reddy needs a new friend. Or I could just return it to the sea.
You can't just come in like that after a month of... Do you know how devastated I've been? And not in a nice way, giving me the stress. My ice-cold fingertips take longer than usual to register the warmth from his skin. Are you really Raphael?
Yeah, the real deal. If you don't believe me, you can pinch me to make sure.
Without any hesitation, I pinch his cheek with all my might.
Ow! Why would you do that?
It really is you.
Well, duh. Who else would it be? But I guess it's understandable. After being separated for 5,000 years, it's only natural for you to forget
5,000 years? What do you mean? What? My brain is overloaded with emotion, so I can't distinguish fact from fiction. I'm willing to believe whatever Raphael says.
Please don't actually believe that. Anyway, I was just trying to lighten the mood. So, did I get a chuckle out of you? That's what you get for sending me away against my will. This payback isn't too harsh, yeah?
I shake my head, my body unconsciously falling forward. Raphael moves faster than me. He takes a step to catch me in his arms. I lean against him as his shoulder and feel tears threatening to fall from my eyes. They slightly sting. It's a little mean, but since you're not old or 5,000-year-old fish, let it slide.
You were worried about that, huh?
Raphael gently pats my back and uses careful restraint to soothe me. He rests his chin on my shoulder and leans towards my ear.
Don't you have something else to say to me?
I tighten my grip as the joy of having him back in my life overflows in my heart. Welcome back, Raphael. White Sand Bay's sea breeze is gentle. It blows away the dust that has settled on my heart. The fragmented longing I've felt since our separation finally surges forth and washes over the man who's real, tangible, and standing before me. By the way, I fed the seagulls at your beach, but I couldn't find the cookies we used last time. They didn't eat a lot.
Oh? They get picky when I'm not around. I'll have to scold them once I'm home.
Also, I organized your paintings, Thomas. We couldn't tell which ones were pieces you planned to work on, so we stored everything.
Yeah. I'll go through them again for the next exhibition.
And heartbeat and waves intermingle as he tightens his arms around me. I'm almost enveloped in his embrace.
Enough. If we keep talking, I'm actually gonna be emotional.
Good, you deserve it.
You were the one who told me to leave, but for some reason, it feels like I was the one who abandoned you.
Dusk gradually darkens as the tide recedes. Suddenly, a restless sea breeze sweeps across the shore. Well, let me say one last thing.
It better be the last thing, cutie.
You haven't gone to Wave Chaser Island yet, right? Everyone is worried about you. The old butler is staying there to look after them.
All right. I'll put everyone's minds at ease. And resolve some issues while I'm at it.
Seemingly sensing my unease return, he gently takes my hand to convey a silent reassurance through the calm sea's air. Fading sunlight sinks into the waves, and only the tide's refrain repeats before night falls. Oh no, what's gonna happen now? I just got my fish back, please. The rain cascades onto the city. The night scenery is transformed into a palette of neon colors. The square is nearly void of pedestrians. Only hunters wearing uniforms, busy coordinating their movements, are hurrying back and forth. Only one magnetic field anomaly remains. It's expected to be cleared tonight. Then the city will return to normal. But just as everything is about to wrap up, the magnetic field that had dissipated reappears in a more hidden crevice, and it starts to expand once again. What the fuck? Oh my god, there's more! Okay. The elevator doors open once again. Kalia? It'll be a nice power answer, yeah. Kalia stares at the man who arrived a moment too late. Lucius gives her a polite yet distant nod of acknowledgement before stepping into the elevator. Instantly, the space feels claustrophobic.
Was the meeting announced on short notice because the Fountain of Atay reached a breakthrough?
An actual worthwhile discussion would be how Gaia Biotech used massive resources without even a trace of Whale Falls City to make up for it.
Okay.
Don't blame me for what those opportunists did.
Aren't you in charge of the Gaia Biotech, ma'am? Kalia stares at the numbers flashing overhead and makes no effort to hide the satisfaction in her eyes.
So long as it helps her awaken faster, I'm willing to let anyone become her side dish.
Hello? Ma'am? Nobody is my side dish. I am the side dish. Lucius narrows his eyes. He'll try extracting one final piece of information.
You've encountered her?
A lost child needs a little bit of guidance to find the right path. Otherwise, I'm afraid the price you'll pay, Professor Lucius, will be greater than just the Fountain of Atay.
This is prepping for Caleb's story so good. This is prepping for Caleb's story so nicely right now. Her final words still hang in the air as the elevator doors open. With no response from Lucius, Kalia's enthusiasm decreases. When she finally turns to see the laboratory before her, she belatedly mutters a curse under her breath.
Put away your pointless enthusiasm, Kalia.
Oh, Kalia.
The time to guide her is already gone.
Electronic displays diffuse and interweave throughout the space. Meanwhile, figures, both virtual and real, have already taken their positions. Only 2 empty spots remain. The old man in the center appears to have left his hospital room. Beside him is a screen that's significantly larger than the control console.
Regardless of the cost, we must make her return immediately.
Aren't we being too hasty? Everyone present is clearly...
She walks towards the flickering, inorganic screen. Her slender fingers tap on several silent figures.
Unprepared.
Time is running out. The grand eradication is almost upon us.
The grand eradication? Everything is silent, as if those words stole the voices of the people in the room. Hey, Stanley, how about you eat something besides gravel? Time passes. Then Lucius is the first to break the silence.
Already? According to the latest decryption of the signals from deep space, I thought we'd at least need...
Yes, the hunters have resolved most of the magnetic field anomalies. However, those are merely the planet's last desperate gasp for survival. The rules cannot be reversed. As for the signals, we've never been able to decode the most crucial section. It led to our incorrect estimation of how much time we had.
On the holographic screen, the floating magnetic field collapses, deconstructs, and reconfigures. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, missing countless pieces.
After a brief cessation, the magnetic field anomalies will converge and burst again. This confirms the warning in the signals. The grand eradication is here.
Oh my. What are we going to do? I still haven't witnessed the full extent of her power. If I die without knowing the truth, I'll have regrets.
Then make yourself useful and contribute something better than your own self-interest.
Professor, you don't need to be so riled up. I just wanted to...
Enough. Save your bickering for later. Once we've emerged as the victors, you'll have all the time in the world to argue.
The old man clasps his hands together, his thoughts drifting to a distant place.
We can't wait any longer. There's no more time. This is our only chance.
Despite being shrouded in night, the town remains lively. On an observation deck facing the street, several people sit outside the range of streetlights. Careful not to draw any attention, they speak in hushed tones. Xavier stands with his hands in his pockets and listens quietly. The third protocol is specifically designed for extreme situations. When activated, every backtracker must be informed. It doesn't matter if they're part of the procedure or still willing to honor their oath. It's a simple matter of giving a warning. What? Why? What? Love when the baddies hate each other, honestly. A few raised inflictions betray the hidden anxiety that one of the backtrackers can't suppress. Xavier doesn't rush them. Stars awaken in the night sky only to be quickly veiled by drifting clouds. In a daze, he thinks he hears the night's oath again. He turns to seek the gaze, which is always by his side. Yet he only sees the road he once walked. The night's darkness has swallowed it whole. The mindless monster remains frozen. The street lamp's light shines through the hole in its chest where black ice has pierced it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. Zane adjusts his gloves. When he takes a step, he raises his hand. The light bursting from his palm strikes the twisted figure lunging at him from the darkness. As the last trace of Metaflux dissipates, Zane flexes his fingers. This world's errors are increasing exponentially. He can no longer predict when the rules will begin to collapse. The wind rustles the leaves, and he reaches to tighten his scarf, but he only finds nothing around his neck. A hazy instance of disorientation seizes his consciousness. It's seemingly urging him towards the brightly lit area in the distance. But an energy disturbance pulls him back to reality. The dark figure lingers for only a second before turning the vanishing into the night. The ocean reflects fractured images of the moon. With no wind tonight, the weather should have been perfect. Yet in the deep sea, thousands of marine creatures hang suspended upside down. They're dead. According to the old butler, this has been happening in multiple regions over the past few days. There are no signs of human interference, nor is it a natural disaster. It's more like an indiscriminate extinction from a higher plane of existence. Astra! Oh no, are they introducing Astra? Raphael closes his eyes to dispel the fatigue from his hasty journey to Wave Chaser Island. He seems to hear the ancient prophecies echoing from the tome of the sea god again. The mark beneath his collarbone faintly burns as Raphael turns to look into the distance. At the horizon, the sea and sky blend into one. A storm is slowly brewing. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. The Zoan Hunt's after effects should have lingered for a longer period in this chaotic darkness. But the vermin on the streets have been unusually on edge since then. A poison called danger has seeped into the air. Even the unusually perceptive inhabitants here can't identify its source. The only one who might know is perhaps Silas. The violent disturbance passes unimpeded through the deep space tunnel. It oscillates and jumps within his right eye. The source, lurking and interfering, is at the other end of the tunnel. Dealing with it will likely be troublesome. Silas contemplates whether this fragile celestial body can still withstand such consequences. Pain seeping and corroding one's bones might not drive one to madness, but it's certainly unpleasant. This is so good. The Farspace Fleet ship speeds through a field of micrometeoroids and casts chaotic, blurry images of cosmic dust and planetary fragments across the holographic screen. The control console flashes with a dark blue light. A check of the spaceship's conditions has been initiated. Passing through the field of micrometeoroids has caused the vessel to sustain 6 impacts. Surface abrasions detected, but the structure remains undamaged. Caleb looks away and spreads his fingers to rotate the holographic star map. To evade a magnetic field storm, the vessel entered an uncharted route and unexpectedly discovered a new part of the deep space tunnel. HQ has carefully reminded him that no contingency protocols were prepared for this region. Red signal fluctuation stands across the screen as the Colonel cuts off the comms channel with HQ. He presses activate without any hesitation. The vessel's pause ends and heads into the deep space tunnel's unknown depths. This brilliant celestial body provides humanity with its most generous cradle. However, it has never once promised eternity. Billions of years are carved into its pulsating body to allow the most brilliant civilization in the universe to rise. And now, grandeur and destruction are equally fleeting. It turns towards the next section without any sentiment, carrying countless scars it shall meet. An absolute destruction or a brilliant rebirth. That's so good. That is so good. So good. They're getting ready to wrap up this first section. I feel it in my bones.